So Neal, an eventful game, 3-1 victory. What were your thoughts on the game?
Um, I thought there was loads of positives. Obviously, the result being the biggest one, but I thought there was loads of good moments and good football, and we did stuff we'd worked on in training, and when we did it, we looked really good. And then there was moments where on a tough pitch, the pressure they applied to us caused a little bit of anxiety and then poor decision making, and we became a bit rash and negative, and caused our own not downfall but problems, and we went from being very very good for 15 minutes to being under pressure for the next 20. So um, yeah, and that's kind of natural at this stage of trying to develop a way of doing things. But I'll work on the positives. And at half time, I said to them, there was, at that time it looked like there was only one team going to win with Maidenhead in the ascendancy. But I said to them, look, challenge yourself. Just find out whether you can do it or not. Be brave enough to try, and let the result be what the result is. But be brave enough to try and control the game and deal with the pressure they put. But just do the nitty gritty side better. I didn't think we did that side. The second balls, the throw ins, that kind of stuff. And I thought the boys responded really well with it.
And it was 2 shots and 2 goals for Inyeffiong. How important is the striker in and around the box in just taking those chances and making finishing look easy?
Yeah, any any striker who takes his chances is gold, and that's really important. Just that he did that. What me and Simon can do on the training field is try and build something so that we get the team to the final third and we get bodies committing to the final third. And I think 7 goals in 3 games is a good return in that. And I think, I don't know. Obviously, fans have been watching the games all season, but I like to think they feel like we've got goals in us now, not just from the centre forward. So hopefully we can get that right. But we obviously need to make sure we try and keep clean sheets, and we're not as easy to play against defensively.
And you pick the same team for the third game in a row. It's something that we've really struggled with, that consistency of picking the same lineup every week. How important is it to know that the 11 players you're putting on the pitch are the ones that you know have the experience and nous to win a game of football?
Yeah, and to be fair, that's from my point of view. That's something if the performance warranted it, it was something that when I looked at it, I thought the best thing I can try and do is keep the same shape and the same team if I can for the first few games going into the cup games. And the players on the fringes haven't had a chance to impress me, but they will over the cup games. We'll start to look at other options over the cup games and see who can do it. But I thought it was the right thing to try and do. Obviously, the players on the pitch needed to play well, otherwise we might have had to make changes. But they have, and we've been able to create that sort of consistency in it, because that I thought that was important to try and get confidence.
And the weather was really, really bad. We had a great effort to get the game on. And with the Christmas and New Year schedule being so taxing on the
Mm.
players, how important was it that they showed that fight and dug in and produced a real performance? And towards the end, managed to just overcome that tiredness.
Yeah. We've probably architects of our own downfall. Even 11v10, we did some strange stuff, but and Maidenhead, to be fair to them, they did really well with the 10 men, and every opportunity they got the ball in the box, they committed people forward. They asked questions. They thought they had a goal in them, and we had to live on our nerves a little bit. So, but yeah, everybody, from Dave and all the staff and volunteers who are helping out, trying to get some water off the pitch. It's a fantastic effort, because when I saw the forecast, I did worry. And obviously, we'd worked at trying to play some nice football. And when I saw the pitch and the conditions, I thought, right, the boys are going to have to be really brave against a strong Maidenhead team to do it. And they did. So I think credit to everyone, not just the players, but all the staff around the place for working hard. And we've managed to come away with the 3 points.
And speaking about that bravery, your team's implementing a clear style of play now. How important was it that they kept playing, kept trying to play the ball, do the right thing, even when Maidenhead's high press was causing visible
Yeah.
problems?
And that was the challenge at half time. And I said to them, look, what's caused you to crumble? And they sort of, the answer was pressure. I said, so what's that done to your mentality? What has changed your mentality? You're now worried about making mistakes. I said, to put the result aside, that's the performance we're trying to do. There's times we've got to run in behind. There's times we've got to go into our centre forward. But there's other times we've got to be composed and try and find our overloads. And I thought when we did it and moved it quick and switched the play, which we'd worked on, and created overloads, we looked really good. Just wasn't often enough, probably.
And there were 2 key performances in the midfield today. We'll start off with Dale Gorman, who captained this club. He's had what you could say a bit of a rough ride over previous months, but today it was real. real captain performance?
Yeah, listen, good player. I don't really want to single out any particular players, but the way I want to play, that the person who tries to start the attacks is the centre halves, and the six or the deep line midfielder. They're the ones that need to get us ticking. So it's down to, in this shape, Will, Yaskaline and Tunji, Kian and Dale to get us ticking. And I think when they did it well, we did, and it allows the more forward players to go and play with freedom. So yeah, everyone's important in the way we try and do things, and I'm glad to see some of the players, stepping up, putting their shoulders back, and playing the football they can.
And on a more personal note, Harry Beautyman made his 500th appearance against Aldershot in his career, a real achievement, and it just shows testament to the player that you've got at the club.
Yeah, no, great. It's great for him. They're great milestones, and H is a great lad. Works incredibly hard, and he's a fit boy. And put all that together, and you get 500 games. And obviously, you've got to be a player that a manager can trust to be able to rack up that many games. So it's great that we've got him.
And finally, looking forward, it's another busy week here. Saturday you've got Radcliffe, and then on Tuesday night you've got Derby Counties under 21s. Yeah. Are you going to look to rotate for those games?
Yeah, definitely. I had a clear plan if the performances allowed it to try and be consistent in the first few games, and then try and the boys have been patient. I've just said to them in there, the boys who haven't had as much game time, stay sharp, stay fit, do everything right, because we're going into 2 games now where you need to step in and start showing what you can do. And then if they do, then obviously they put me in a situation when the league games come when I've got decisions to make.
Perfect. Cheers, Neal.
Thank you.